Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I was tagged by my good friend, John Pham, to do Nearmon's 2012 survey. So, let's get things started. Number one, why are you called that? I am called the Chi Ranger, partly because in 2002 to 2008, I had my own Chinese medical massage business, and I focused on using energies to heal injuries, and specifically the meridians in the body and the way that they affected muscular control, and the use of low-powered lasers to treat what are called the master set points in applied kinesiology to facilitate the change in the meridians. And that's where the Chi comes from. The Ranger comes from my stint as a National Park Ranger volunteer over at Tonto National Monument. And those are two things I love, two things I put together, Chi Ranger. Number two, tell us about your favorite school teacher. I have to say, going back over the years, the one that really sticks in my mind is Mr. Fernelli, my 8th grade American history teacher. He made history fun, he made history interesting, and one of the reasons why I continued to look into history and culture over time, he was a fantastic instructor and somebody who I hope had a long career in education and went on to inspire many other people. Number three, what's the strangest food you've ever eaten? And this is an interesting question because I think it really depends on you and what you deem as strange. Because when traveling around the world, what is strange for one culture is probably not strange for another culture. So I personally don't believe food is inherently strange. So here are two examples. Number one, here in South Korea you have bondegi, silk larva pupa that are served on the street, or you can actually go into the supermarkets and pick them up in cans and pop them open and throw them in your mouth and chew. It's a sweet, nutty thing that, quite frankly, smells awful. But a lot of people think that is a strange food, but it's very commonplace here in Korea. In the Philippines, you have balut. Oh yes, delicious balut. It's a partially fertilized duck egg that is eaten and is thought to be a male aphrodisiac and sexual empowerer. Booyah! In the Philippines, not that strange. Around the world, most people think blah. So it just really depends on where you are. I've had both. I think they're both great foods. Number four, tell us about your first gig. Now, that's a really tough one. I probably want to say my first gig. I'll go with my first job, and that was mowing the lawn when I was 7 or 8 years old at my parents' place. And in Texas, mowing the lawn, a couple hours of work, $5. That was huge money in the 70s. What is my favorite place in the world? That's really tough. That's a really tough one. I would have to say currently one of the favorite places I have in the world is Boracay in the Philippines. I love being on the beach there. I love diving. I love the resorts. I love the food. You have food from all over the world. We've had Indian food, we've had Italian food, Korean food, Filipino food. Beer is cheap, whiskey's cheap. It's just an amazing... and giant pancakes. Oh my God! For like $3, $4, you can have a massive pancake filled with chocolate. I can't wait until January when we go back. Number six. Who do you want to answer the survey next? Well, I'm old school. I don't want to do like single people out type thing. I just want to tag everybody. So if you want to answer these questions, you can load up a video response or simply answer the questions in the comment section. All right, I have to get going and record this week's podcast. But until then, remember to be true to yourself and always be awesome.